Hey, in this tutorial, we're going to be looking at the concept of budgeting for your life. Now, why would we do that? Well, hey, you are learning to start a business. And here's the question. How much money does your business need to make? Now, we all want to make millions of dollars. Great. But is there like um, uh, the lowest you can make and still be satisfied with the business? And so to do that, we need to understand your life and your budget for your life. Well, let's imagine that we're gonna take two snapshots of your life, one at age 20, and we're gonna for each of those snapshots, we're gonna look at the different expenses that you need to cover on a monthly basis for your life. Now, imagine yourself as a 20-year-old. Maybe you're in college, maybe you just graduated from college. Um, and so here are some of the expenses that you'd have to cover. Obviously the big ones are an apartment. Maybe you rent an apartment. You own a car, and so you have a car payment and insurance. You need groceries every week, and you need your cell phone bill. Maybe you have a gym membership. You need to buy clothes from time to time. Maybe if you've graduated from college, you're starting to pay down your school loan, and so some of your money needs to get budgeted to school loans. And then obviously we need to save money. So taking some portion of your paycheck every 2 weeks and putting it into savings. Now imagine, so that's when you're 20. That's snapshot number one. Snapshot number two is when you're 30. Ooh, so 10 years have gone by. Let's see if your budget needs have changed. Well, maybe you want to upgrade from an apartment to a house. So what is that going to do for your budget? Maybe you start having some kids. Ooh, so that's going to impact your budget. You're going to need a bigger car if you have kids, and so maybe you switch out from a little car to a minivan. You're still paying down your student loans. That takes a while, so you got to keep doing that. Maybe you're paying more for groceries because now you have a family. It's not just you. And you're still saving because saving is always important. All right. So, as you can see, if you knew how much it costs to complete your budget, you would know how much money your business needs to make. Well, here's how we're going to facilitate that. If you go to our financial model, you're going to see our first worksheet here called Expenses for My Life. And it says Expenses for My Life. Think about all the expenses it will take to run your life the way you want at age 20 and age 30. Fill in the pink cells. Expenses, this side is expenses at age 20. This side is expenses at age 30. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to replace these. So maybe you say, hey, rent. And maybe you think rent is going to cost $1,000. And then you come here and you say, well, I also have a car loan. And maybe every month I pay $150 on that. Now notice what's happening up here. It's adding up your total monthly expenses. And so you can just keep adding your expenses going down, and it'll add it up here. This is the important number that we want to look at. Same thing for here. At age 30, maybe you switch from apartment to house, and you decide that a mortgage on a house is $1,400 instead of $1,000. Maybe that minivan so you still got a car loan, and maybe that car loan is now $250 a month. So this is monthly expenses. So what do you anticipate having as your monthly expenses? Great. So that's what you're going to do. You're gonna start to think about all the monthly expenses that you need to do to budget for your life, and that's going to help us answer, well, hey, how much money does your business need to make?